The story everyone is talking about in the US today, and we have the latest updates right here. Welcome to USA News. If you don't want to miss what happens next, subscribe now. Here is what we know so far. Royal tradition or outdated practice. The growing debate over the King's Guard's bearskin hats. They are among the most recognizable symbols of the British monarchy. The bright red uniforms, the towering black bearskin hats, the perfectly disciplined guards standing outside royal palaces and appearing at major events like Trooping the Color. For millions around the world, the King's Guards represent tradition, history, and royal pageantry. But now, those iconic bearskin hats are at the center of a growing controversy that has sparked debate across the United Kingdom and beyond. Animal rights activists are calling for change, arguing that the famous hats come at a cost many people don't realize. According to campaigners, the bearskin caps worn by the King's Guards are made from the fur of black bears sourced from Canada. While the hats have been part of British military tradition for generations, critics say modern alternatives now exist and that real animal fur is no longer necessary. The debate has intensified after new figures revealed that dozens of new bearskin caps were ordered in recent years, despite increasing public pressure to move toward synthetic materials. Animal rights organization PETA has become one of the loudest voices pushing for change. Campaigners argue that every new cap represents the loss of a bear's life and claim that advances in faux fur technology have made it possible to create high-quality alternatives that closely resemble real bearskin. Supporters of change also point to the financial cost. Reports indicate that each bearskin cap can cost thousands of dollars, raising questions about whether taxpayers should continue funding the production of hats made from real animal fur when synthetic options may be available. For many animal advocates, the issue is both ethical and practical. They argue that a modern monarchy should embrace modern materials. But Britain's Ministry of Defence sees the situation differently. Officials say replacing the bearskin hats is not as simple as it sounds. According to the ministry, extensive testing has been conducted to identify suitable alternatives. However, officials maintain that any replacement must meet strict requirements. The material must preserve the hat's distinctive appearance, maintain its shape over time, remain comfortable for soldiers to wear, absorb moisture effectively, and dry quickly under varying weather conditions. Military officials also emphasize the ceremonial importance of the bearskin caps. The hats are deeply connected to the history of the Foot Guards and have become a symbol recognized worldwide. For supporters of keeping the tradition intact, replacing the material without compromising quality remains a significant challenge. The ministry further notes that the bear pelts used come from regulated and legally licensed Canadian sources. Officials stress that black bears in Canada are not considered endangered and that only a limited number of replacement caps are purchased when older hats reach the end of their usable life. Interestingly, these iconic hats are built to last. According to officials, a single bearskin cap can remain in service for up to 20 years, and in some cases even longer. Some have reportedly been used for decades before needing replacement. Still, the controversy continues to grow online. Supporters of tradition argue that preserving historical military customs is important and that replacing the hats could weaken an iconic symbol of British heritage. Critics counter that traditions evolve and that modern alternatives should be adopted whenever possible to reduce animal suffering. As public debate intensifies, one question remains unanswered. Can Britain preserve one of its most famous royal traditions while adapting to modern ethical expectations? For now, the King's Guards continue standing watch in their iconic bearskin hats, but the future of this centuries-old tradition may be facing one of its biggest challenges yet. And as opinions continue to clash, the conversation surrounding heritage, animal welfare, and modernization is far from over.